Hey there, Burks. My name is Matt Kelly. If you don't know me, I am the Director of Music and Worship at Burks, and I am happy to be bringing you the second of my quarantine devotions. I am excited to be sharing it with you, but I really do miss you guys. It's just so weird. It really is not worshiping with you every week. Not used to it. It's weird. It's just weird. I miss you guys. I really do. Um, I wanted to share with you something that is simple, yet I hope it can be something that's profound for you as we continue to isolate and continue to be apart from each other and just kind of figure out what life is right now. And that's this issue of control. So much of our lives, mine included, is just focused on maintaining control of everything, right? So many of our decisions are made consciously or subconsciously so that we can control different aspects of our life. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because when we can control something, then we know the outcome. There's not an unknown. There's not fear involved when we are in control. But when we're not in control, we don't know the outcome. Anything could happen, right? Or worse, somebody that we know doesn't want what's good for us could control what happens, right? And then, what do we do? You know, this is so stress inducing, and everything in the world right now is outside of our control. I mean, you can't just like swat a virus with a fly swatter, right? No, that's outside of our control. We can't just make the economy boom good and everything's great. We can't just materialize a job out of thin air that's not there, right? So many things are outside of our control, and it's just so stressful. Uh, I know that a lot of my decisions in life have been made in an effort to control everything, right? I have to get really good grades so that I can go to a really good school, so that I can get a really good education, so that I can get a really good job, so that I can make money to provide for my family, so that I can save for retirement, so I don't have to work until I die, and blah, 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 right? Oh my gosh, can you feel the stress coming out? But sometimes this desire for control is good, right? We make decisions like we want to be in control of our health, so we go on a diet, or we exercise more, or we want to be in control of our finances, so we make a budget. Great, that's good. But I just think sometimes we have an obsession with knowing the outcome of every single thing in our life. You know, we make decisions to manipulate people so that we can control how they respond to us, so that they don't leave us, or so uh, they don't think badly of us, or whatever. You know, we make decisions to uh, control our children, right? Like, I want to make sure that my children grows up to be this way, or my children grow up to be this way. So I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this, and it all fits into my perfect little plan, all right? And then boom, perfect child, right? 18 years later or whatever. That's just I think when we give up control of things in our life, then we find that there really is freedom in losing control. We think we have freedom in being in control of everything and just maintaining that grasp so we know the outcome. But I think the real freedom is found when we lose control of things. So today, I give you permission to lose control. All right. Now take that with a grain of salt. All right. Don't go crazy. But we have a God who holds the world in his hands, a God who is in complete control of all of creation because he made it, right? Our God is not surprised by COVID-19. Our God is not surprised by losing a job. Our God is not surprised by anything that could happen in our life. He knows us. He knows what is going to happen. He is outside of time. He created time. He created us. He knows us. He's in control. Let's trust him. Let's make a decision to trust him. Now, sometimes that takes faith, right? Because when things are spiraling out of our sphere of control that we have in our life, it's really difficult to see how something could be okay in the end, right? And that just causes fear. But I want to encourage you today, put your trust in a God who is already in control. Relinquish that control. You'll notice that when we control things, right? If I want to hold on to somebody and not let them go, I've got to grab on, right? And I can't, then my arms aren't free to do anything. They're just stuck grabbing onto the thing I'm trying to control. But when we let go, look at that. Open hands. Our hands are then free to do whatever we need to do, whatever we want to do, right? And when we relinquish our control to God, then hopefully that means following where He would have us go. I don't know. What I have to say isn't super profound or smart or academic or anything, but I hope that it helps. I hope that you're encouraged, because chances are there are at least some things in your life that you feel like you're losing control of. Don't be afraid to lose control if it means giving that up to God and trusting Him. I think you'll find that your faith grows. I think you'll find that when God proves Himself faithful, your trust in Him will grow. Your love for Him will grow. But that can't happen if you're trying to grab onto it all the time. Let it go. Open your hands. Receive the gift of God's assurance of victory over sin and death. And know that He has the whole world in His hands. Bless you guys.